Hello, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another weekly reading vlog. So today is Monday, April 22nd, and like last week, I have not progressed at all in my Throne of Glass tandem read. So I would definitely like to make some progress this week. And I also want to read some anticipated books that have already been released that I have been excited for. And I have an exam, so I also do have to study at some point, and those are the reading plans and also the studying plans, I guess. I mean, I'll be reading that as well, so that's those are the sad reading plans, and then the books are like the happy reading plans. And I had to be at the biobank today in the afternoon, which is the worst shift. The mornings are always better, but actually it wasn't too bad. We only had 8 blood samples and 9 urine samples, I think, or something like that. So it was very manageable. What was not manageable was the fact that I got my period while I was there and I was in excruciating pain, because even when I take a pill, it takes 2 hours for it to have any effect, and I was not okay, especially when I had to be standing. I was struggling. It was bad. But now I'm okay because the painkillers have killed the pain. I've actually already started reading one of those anticipated books that I said that I wanted to start when I got home, and that is The Familiar, and I am 15% in, and I'm definitely liking it. I'm not obsessed with it yet, but I'm definitely interested, intrigued, liking the main character. So yeah, I feel like at the point where I stopped to film while I still had some light from outside, I feel like that's the point when things are gonna start getting more interesting, things are gonna change for a main character. So I am very excited. And yeah, so like I said, I have to study because I have an exam on Friday, and Thursday is a national holiday. And the thing is, the exam would either be on Wednesday or Friday, and the professor said, you guys choose whatever. I mean, he didn't even say those 2 days. He just told us to choose between any day, any time, whenever we wanted. But between us, we were either Wednesday or Friday. But personally, I would rather have the exam on Wednesday, so I wouldn't have to spend the holiday studying. You know what I mean? But most people preferred Friday, so I guess it's gonna be on Friday, and I'm gonna have to study on the holiday. I mean, you could say that I could study earlier and not have to actually study that much on the holiday, but I'm a procrastinator, so I will not study in advance. That is a guarantee that I give to you, because I mean, it's Monday and I have not started. So yeah, those are my plans. I wish I had something more interesting to do on the holiday, but here we are. And then on the weekends, on Saturday is my dad's friend's birthday, so we are going to his birthday party. And then on Sunday, not entirely sure what we're gonna do, but I'll definitely keep you updated, and I'll also update you about what I'm reading Wednesday, possibly, whenever I have something to say. Hello, hi, it is actually Saturday. Yeah, so I haven't really updated sooner because nothing that interesting has been happening, and I've just, been studying because I had my exam yesterday, so I haven't done anything actually interesting, like I said. And I mean, I did read 2 books, but I gave 3 stars to both of them, so there wasn't really much for me to say because, I mean, when I hate a book or when I love a book, I have a lot to say about them. When I feel about them, I don't have a lot to say. And I mean, I still don't have that much to say about them, but I'm here because I was filming another video. And so the first book I read, they were actually, both of them were part of my anticipated releases for this year, and they both came out this month. And I read them for that video that I was filming. And the first one was The Familiar, which was fantasy historical fiction, and it was set in Madrid in, I think, the 16th century. And we were following Lucia, and she was working as a scullion, and she sometimes used a little bit of magic to help her get through the days. And one of the days, her mistress sees her using magic, and so she wants to use Lucia to do like some kind of performances to better her family's social status. Like her as in the mistress, her family. And in one of those performances, there is a man called Antonio Perez, and he used to be the king's secretary, and he wants to like regain his favor with the king. So he wants to take Lucia to a like competition, and he does take her, and she is like, she's getting the help of Santangel, and he works for that other guy that took Lucia, and he's an immortal, and he says that he's a familiar. And yeah, he's helping her, and at the same time as Lucia is dealing with all of that, like the competition, the magic and everything, she's also like hiding her heritage because she would be in danger if people knew exactly who she was. And I already told you I gave it 3 stars. Like, it was okay. I like Lucia, I like Santangel. I did not care about the romance at all, but that could definitely be a me problem. And I like the plot, like it was interesting enough, but I don't love the vibe because, again, this is definitely a me problem because I've seen like very good ratings for this book, and also I know that I don't particularly like historical books. I don't love like the vibe of historical books. So even though it was one of my anticipated releases, like I was already kind of unsure whether I would like it because it is a historical book and I don't have the best track record with those books. It is just, it's not my thing, it's not my vibe. So like, it's definitely a me problem. I can definitely see why people love it, but it just doesn't work for me personally. And then I read Ghost Station, which, I mean, it's supposed to be sci-fi horror, but it's more of a sci-fi thriller and not even a very good thriller. And basically, in that one, we were following Ophelia, and she is a psychologist who studies ERS, which is a space-based condition that happens basically because humans were not made to be living in outer space, and being there just messes up with like our circadian rhythms and just makes them like have visions and become very violent. And ERS has been the cause of like some brutal murders, and so Ophelia has been studying that disease, that condition, and she is assigned to a like exploratory team that is going out to a abandoned planet to, you know, learn more about the planet and the beings that used to live there before. And they don't really want Ophelia there, but she's determined to, you know, like make a difference. The whole like premise of the book is that like very weird things start happening, especially to Ophelia, and she is questioning if like the things are actually happening or if she herself is starting to experience ERS. And this was one of my anticipated releases because I read another like sci-fi horror from this author that I absolutely love. Like, it was so unsettling and uncomfortable and creepy, and that was like what I wanted from this one, but it's not what I got. Like, there were a few moments that I thought, okay, this is getting creepy-ish, but then they were very quickly like explained like what was actually happening, and it was nothing actually creepy. And I also didn't like the main character at all. And yeah, I was not having, the best time, but I do have to say that the last, I think maybe a little less than a third, was much more enjoyable because I liked the reveal of like the big thing that was happening. I like that, and once we learned that, things definitely got more exciting, but it was still like overall it was just okay. Again, I gave it 3 stars, and yeah, like it was just fine. And again, I don't think it was a horror book. Like it was more of a thriller and not a very thrilling one, except like at the end where I think it did get better. But yeah, that's it. Those are my very exciting updates. And yeah, today is Saturday. Like I said, today is the day of the like birthday party. It's at night, and I don't really know if I'm gonna be reading anything before I get there because I have some stuff to do and also should edit my video to go up tomorrow. So yeah, not sure I will be reading anything else. I mean, not anything else, like I haven't read today. I'm not sure I'm going to be reading anything today, like at all. But what I want to jump into next in terms of reading is like going back to my Throne of Glass tandem read, because I'm like very behind on that. Behind as in like my personal goals. I am very behind on that, so I definitely want to jump back into those books, and those books will definitely be, I mean, not definitely because you never know, but probably will be the only other thing I read this week. And honestly, I will probably just talk to you again on Monday because I can't imagine I will have much to update tomorrow, because like I don't even know if I'm gonna be reading today, you know? So yeah, most likely I'll talk to you on Monday. Okay, so it is Monday, and I did in fact not read anything on Saturday, but I also read nothing yesterday because I just had a bunch of things to do with my parents. And then when I got here, it was already like almost 10 p.m. And honestly, I was just too tired to read, so I was just like watching YouTube and stuff and just doing nothing. So like I have nothing else to update in terms of reading because I read nothing else since the last time I talked to you. And I mean, the only things that I did do were like I went to the birthday party with my parents on Saturday night, and then yesterday, like I said, we were just doing a bunch of things like that we had to do, like grocery shopping and other kind of shopping, and just doing stuff around the house. So like nothing majorly interesting. So yeah, that's it. I feel like this was not the most interesting vlog because I did nothing during the week because I was studying. I didn't read that much. It was just like 2 books. And then like on during the weekend I went to a birthday party, but other than that, yeah, nothing all again like interesting. So yeah, kind of sorry about that, but also like that's what I had to do. So yeah, but to wrap up what I read, so I basically, not basically, like I literally just read The Familiar and Ghost Station, and that was 769 pages, which, I mean, basically that was in 5 days, so I'm pretty happy with that. I feel like I am, in fact, out of my reading slump. At least, like, I want to read, I just didn't read because I didn't have time, and I mean, last night it was because I was very tired. But like other than that, I want to read, so I feel like I'm okay. I'm okay now. And yeah, that is everything for this weekly reading vlog. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you have enjoyed it. And if you did, give it a like and subscribe. And I will talk to you next time. Bye!